What it is, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Benjamin G. Litzile, and you are watching the Amajita Football Show. As bonge, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I'm not alone. I'm with
Israel S. Ditzele, the Robert Marawa of this particular show.
As bonge, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this with friends and loved ones, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as you already know, it is the semi-final of the Carling Black Label Cup, ladies and gentlemen. It is Richards Bay FC versus Orlando Pirates. For me, the Trophy Kings. But let's get right into it, man.
Yeah, man, listen, I think on paper, everyone is betting that Pirates will win this one. And for me, Vele, Pirates will win this one. Listen, there's no way Richards Bay is coming out of that game alive. I don't see any extra time. I think Orlando Pirates will finish this game, might even embarrass Richards Bay, maybe 2-3-0.
Wow. Listen, man, we all know that cup games have a voodoo. Like, we never expected them to win. You get what I'm saying? So it is going to be quite tricky. But man, we have to admit, Orlando Pirates doesn't look like it's going to slip up anytime soon. The relationship between the coach and the players, the mental strength here, the players. In fact, I think someone, was praising mental health here, Mbutuma. You get what I'm saying? Hore umisitse a very, important penalty against Lupopo, and then he comes back to score a brace. So I think it's very, very important for us to also look at that fact. Orlando Pirates has players that are hungry, that are sober, that have character. So it's gonna be, for me, Orlando Pirates gonna take it, but let's not look at all that. How should Richards Bay try to prove everybody wrong and cause a shock?
Listen, I feel like they're going to come in defensive in a way.
Wow.
Defensive in a way. I think, I don't know, man. I feel like maybe a 4-5-1 strategy could work for them. Really overload the midfield. They have players like Bariman Tertop, who's really good when he has the ball, He's very aggressive, so hopefully he won't pick up the 2 yellow cards or maybe even a red card. So I feel like, if they just overload the midfield, have a strong defense, I think they can ride it out for some time. You get what I mean? But also have that strong striker who can cause problems for Orlando Pirates. I think, that can work for them.
Yeah, man, it's going to be very tricky. The thing with Orlando Pirates is when you give them a question, they always have the answers.
True.
When you want them to play through, or they have good players that are on the ball. I mean, did you see Mbata when he came on, against the Golden Arrows? The way he just bossed the midfield. They have Nemtan Jela, who is, for me, one of the best midfielders that South Africa is about to produce. Getting a call-up, Yago Bafana. So, Boma Swangani, they can play behind, if let's say, Bom Teta or Richards Bay, Banago overload the midfield, they will find those pockets, and Nikrabo, Boma Swangani, Bombule, who can play amazing passes. And Mufokeng is back now. Maybe they would love for him to have game time, which is also good for Bafana buying to AFCON, Soga December, and then Mbutuma. We can say Bafedlates. Understand? Like Mbutuma, Mabaza, Makopa, all these players, they can contribute something, produce something. Look, Mbutuma coming on, scoring a brace for them to get the 3 points. Orlando Pirates in Alidi Garabo, they have the answers, so they look very dangerous. So I don't know. For me, I will have to agree with you in terms of Richards Bay, Idlale, low block. Mara, it's a cup game. They must have a plan to say we are playing low block. Mara, if we do get the ball, because we must also want to hurt Orlando Pirates. They will also want to hurt Orlando Pirates. They must also want to hurt Orlando Pirates, because this game, for me, it won't go to extra time. You understand? So try to hurt Orlando Pirates in the 90 minutes. At least knocks me or Mahango. You get what I'm saying? Maybe don't have all the players low block in a little, but don't have all the players playing behind the ball. I know him.
you know, highlighting those two instrumental strikers. Yes, I know I gave a 4-5-1 formation, but would it be a bad thing for the coach to play those two strikers at the same time?
At the same time, definitely. But
right, to give more problems to the Orlando Pirates defense.
Of course. For me, Lentaka 4-5-1, play Mahango as the wing. Play him on the wing, Maraya on the ball, even a 4-4-2 off the ball, even 4-5-1. At 2 second morale, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Orlando Pirates, I mean, they can play the wing. Horeba break a low block, one of the ways to break a low block, but also those channels they are Warisa. However, Mahango and Noxum Tizwa, for the experience, they must definitely go in.
I went upset minded, but anyway, how should Orlando Pirates approach this one?
Askai Senior, don't fix what is not broken. Play the usual defense. I think the boys are fit enough, you know, in Bogazi. In Bogazi must definitely go in because number rested during the week. And apparently he got a fine from FIFA for bad behavior against Zimbabwe. I mean, since when do we do that? Nagalan you got personal, you understand? That red card he got against Zimbabwe, he's getting a fine 108,000 rands.
And he's not the first one.
Listen,
that behavior is not the first time.
Definitely not.
Okay.
It was not a behavior where to everybody. You get what I'm saying? So for me, that was a bit harsh from FIFA. Okay, red card. That's enough. He didn't play against Rwanda. That's enough. He served his suspension. That's enough. No Riakai good 108,000 fine. You get so now Orlando Pirates fans are saying Balomo Votela because Gandra Tau being man of the match. So let us do that. Let us vote for Mpokazi today. I win 100,000. I mean that's just too harsh. Does not make sense. But all I'm saying is Aska change everything.
That's thuggish behavior from FIFA.
Wow.
Thuggish behavior. But anyway,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man. How do you see? Okay, you've already spoken on how Orlando Pirates will approach this one.
Yeah.
The scoreline. Because you're saying it's not going to extra time.
It's Joe. It's full of surprises. This time, I am going to say they are going to concede. You understand? Because of the high intensity. Push it up. And then Richards Bay will probably find a ball over. And then China is not the China that we know. He's conceding these days. So it's going to be an interesting game to watch. I'm going to say 2-1 to Orlando Pirates.
I'm interested in seeing how Butuma will play out. Because as a former Richards Bay player, would he really want to hurt them? And will he actually play today? Quite an interesting one.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, on the previous videos, he's great. Coming off 2 goals, I think he'd want to keep up that momentum, and I think his coach will probably love for him to keep up that momentum. If he plays, I think he has 1 or 2 goals in him again.
Wow.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But for now, absolutely giving it to Orlando Pirates and 3 players from you.
Orlando Pirates?
Yep.
Nemtangela. I love him so much.
Your favorite.
He is very positive. Hatsuru Bolo, you can see this is someone who wants the team to go forward. And then I want to see Lewile Mufokeng, the assist he brought on or he gave to Mbutuma during the week.
Yeah.
You are like, we've missed this, to be honest. So I'm talking about positive players here. So I'm also going to add Sipombule. Would love to see Sipombule in our same bata, but Sipombule that he passed Taylor, the only way to break a low block, because I'm confident that Richards Bay will take a low block. So those are my 3 players.
For me, like you said, man, it's been a while since seeing Lewile Mufokeng, and it's a cup game. I think give him that game time. Let us, let us get to know Mufokeng again.
Yeah,
you get what I mean.
Exactly.
And then
we need him for the AFCON.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for another second player, again, he hasn't been playing so well. I mean, so much rather. Sibelewele.
Injured.
Okay.
Yeah, I just saw Alego Spetlel and stuff, so he's injured.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Speedy recovery to him.
Well, then there goes my second player.
Yeah.
In comes then Bargman Mbutuma.
Okay.
I feel like really, man, at Pirates, he'll really get to unlock his fullest potential.
Yeah.
We're about to see more great things from him.
Yeah.
My third one would obviously be, I don't know, man, I just love Apolisco Pirates. He's a different beast for Orlando Pirates.
Signing Star Pirates this season, top class.
Yep.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in.
For Richards Bay.
Oh, I know, it's Galewo Habrag. Let me tell you something. Richards Bay, I'm going to say Nox Mtizwa. Mahango, and then I'm gonna say Tikazi as well. They're attacking players. You get what I'm saying? Tikazi missed a sitter, against Bulugan the other day, but I believe against Paris he'll show up. I love his skill. I love his energy. So Tikazi, yeah.
Honestly, I don't know who's gonna be the goalkeeper, but whoever that person is, I think he's also capable of winning the game for Richards Bay. So the keeper is number one for me. The spine, the view that he has, he'll have to be very critical. If Pirates is playing balls over and across, he'll have to be very vital, very vocal,
vigilant,
come out and get those balls. 100%. Do not be afraid. If the ball is in the box, that's all they should know. So definitely the keeper. Number 2 for now will obviously be Mahango. Very aggressive. He has the capability of causing a lot of problems for Orlando Pirates. And again, Zuki.
Okay.
You get what I mean? I'm going to name 2, defensive people because I feel like really they're going to have to get it on lock if they want to survive this game.
Yeah. No, that's true. So no referees.
Asbong.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share this with friends and loved ones. You tell us what you think. Is Richards Bay going to shock Mzansi today, or is Orlando Pirates going to do the usual and go to yet another final? You tell us what you think. From us, Amajida Dango.